This convo, I love relationship convos. I appreciate them a lot.
So we got a question in the box. How do you stay grounded in a polyamorous relationship? Well, it's a good question because that is the type of relationship that we exercise now. You stay grounded in it. You stay grounded in it by, let me see if this is a man or a woman.
That's a woman.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. You're gonna stay grounded in a poly relationship if we're talking about.
I'm like, who's she talking about?
Multiple. We're talking about multiple women and one man. By having a grounded man. Actually, it really doesn't matter. Even if it's multiple men and one woman, you got to have grounded men. So no matter what, the man has to be grounded. That's how you're going to have successful. But see, that question doesn't just apply to the poly; it applies to the monogamous, to the mono as well. Because our monogamous relationships are not doing too hot at all. It's because we're not grounded. So no matter what type of relationship it is, poly, monogamous, the man has to be grounded because that is his biological role, is to always be grounded, right? So that's like the biggest answer to that question is you got to find a grounded, man. And then second, you need to make that grounded man your focus and not, it doesn't matter if you're in a monogamous relationship, because if you're still focusing on other people's relationships, on other people's experiences, on your past experiences, on your worries about the future and all this other nonsense, the whole politics, it doesn't even matter. Because you're still not grounded. You ground yourself by making that grounded man the focus. You ground yourself in what he is grounded in. You learn how he thinks. You learn about what he knows, because how he thinks, what he knows is what is grounding him in the first place. That will ground you. Okay. Yeah. So, fortunately and unfortunately, the responsibility of grounding is on the man. Any other questions? Whether it be about spirituality, relationships, health, or whatever. Business, all of these things. I'll give y'all a second to come up with a question. If not, we'll go to the prayer section. I thought maybe I might have saw a question. Did I see one? No, but I didn't see one. Remember, you also give you a question in the comment box. You have a question with everyone else in the commentary. You can give a question through Cash App. That always takes precedent. Do you believe having strong communication is the basis of the relationship? No. Having strong communication is not the basis, because there is no clear-cut idea of what strong communication is. Some believe most people look at strong communication as talking a lot about how you feel, what you think. And for a small group of people out there, that does work very well. It's a small group. But communication is not the basis of a relationship. The basis of a relationship is the village you're in. That is the basis of your relationship. What village is surrounding you in your relationship? Most of us do not have a true village. Therefore, our relationships, no matter how strong your communication may try to be, it's just not going to work, because you can be a good communicator, but if you are allowing the spirits of outsiders to tap into your energy, into your relationship, because there's no village to protect you from these outside spirits, and the communication's gonna go to hell anyway. So a bit off topic. Any tips on cleaning, maintaining the copper or brass chain CNT piece? Yeah, you use just warm water and lime juice or lemon juice. Just let it soak for like a minute, 1 to 2 minutes. That's it. Any longer than that, you can start to mess up the polishing that was on the done on the stone, as well as you can kind of cause some discoloration on the copper too. So just like 1 or 2 minutes, and then just wipe it down with a cloth. You can use paper towel as well, but a cloth is better, some type of cleaning cloth.
What CMT piece you got? Well, no, you don't got to answer that. But
how do you guys stay grounded and strong? Well, once again, it's the grounding is based off of me.
Definitely.
The more grounded I am, the more grounded she is, and the more grounded my other lady is as well. We also stay grounded and strong because I am the focal point. Me understanding this, I have to keep my energy as clean as possible and as focused as possible as well. I have to stay calm. I have to stay, understanding in a space of understanding. I have to have answers to problems. I need to have information to a lot of things. I have to stand out a lot more than the average man. I have to truly be, unique. I have to also, there has to be room for growth, right? So, like this right here gives her room to grow and to stretch. And ever since she's been with me, she's always had room to grow in different, always in the same direction, but using different, platforms or resources, right? And through that growth, I have to continue to grow as well. I have to constantly be growing. Ahead of her and any woman that's part of the situation. I have to continue to grow. I have to grow the fastest. While also allowing and helping, her to grow as well. So I can't stay stagnant. Cannot stay stagnant. You're welcome. Yep, she's dope.
And for me, like you said, a lot of my grounded is founded in you, but it kind of goes with your spiritual message in regards to knowing your role. That is something that centers me and brings me back, is me focusing on my role and what I need to fulfill or accomplish or execute. So that's something that always brings me back when I do find myself going off, on top of finding grounding in you.
Right, so her knowing her role, and her role is based off of me continuing to play my role. So I have to always continuously be playing my role and evolving my role. You know, a tree becomes strong because it continues to grow. If a tree just stayed the same size, you know, it would weaken over time from the stresses of the wind and the animals and different types of weather and the snow and the rain, all those type of things. It has to grow in order to survive and stay strong. So, you know, I have to continue to grow. You know, she has to continue to grow. Everyone has to continue to grow in order to stay strong. If you're not growing, you're staying stagnant, whether it's monogamous or polygamous, you know, it will die. It'll get weak, I'll say that. It'll get weak and it'll be hard to maintain. Thank you. Yep, she's dope. We got a question in the box. What's the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame, or is it the same? Well, just a soulmate has to do with the soul. A twin flame has to do more like spiritual type of energy. So a twin flame typically is just someone who has like an energy that is completely compatible with yours. It's so that's why the spark is so high, because it's you share so many vibrational compatibilities, right? While a soulmate is someone you have it's an individual along with other individuals. You know, you have multiple soulmates. Not quite as many twin flames, but you'll have multiple soulmates. Some of them you'll actually encounter and know them and have a relationship with them of some type of level, whether it be family or friends or romantic. Some you'll just kind of just walk right by and you just feel a familiarity with them, right? And then maybe in the next life y'all have a strong relationship, or, you know, and maybe a few lives you barely, you know, talk to each other at all, but you're always following each other from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. Those are your soulmates. That's the ones where your souls are tied to each other, just like an atom has electrons and protons and neutrons all tied to this one structure. No matter where it goes, they all go together. That's how soulmates are. You all go together from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. In different types of bodies, as different genders, and different personalities each time. A good example of soulmates, watch the movie Cloud Atlas. Cloud Atlas is all about soulmates going from lifetime to lifetime together. Halle Berry's in that movie if you need a reference point. You're welcome, trust no one. All right. I don't see any more questions. So